All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, to get set up for printmaking, this is what you need to start with, is getting everything set up. So this video is showing you the definitions of all these words and where things should be set up in your space. So first, you're going to grab one of the plastic sheets in the back and set it up underneath your space. That's where you start, right here. Then, the things you are going to collect. You are going to collect your color schemes ink. Now for this particular assignment, our ink is actually paint, but ink is the color that is used when we're printmaking. So that is the first thing you are going to grab. You're going to grab two colors for our two pieces. Now, the next term you need is called registration. What that means is because we are printing two layers on top of each other, we want them to line up. So the way that we are going to do that is you're going to take one of the pieces of paper, you're going to set it in the middle of your space, and you are kind of towards to one side of your space. So this is going to be your clean side. This is where your print is going to go. And you are going to tape it down. So, you're going to tape it down. So that is going to be the side where your plate sits. It's going to help you with registration, which is lining up. So your plate is going to be this jelly plate. Now you will notice on the jelly plate there are these two pieces of plastic. They are super important. You're going to take them off carefully. You're going to take them off carefully without pulling too much on the plate, and you're going to put them to the side where you can find them later. You are then going to carefully line up your plate in the middle of your paper, making sure it is even on all sides. Because that way your plate does not move. That's going to help you with that registration or lining up your pieces. So there we go. We've got your plate. Now, the next two things you need to have in front of you are two printmaking tools that we use no matter what kind of printmaking we're doing. A brayer, which is essentially a roller that's going to roll the paint out. And a baron, which is going to be used on top of your paper to press it, since we don't have a press in the art room. Burnishing is what it's called when we press. So I'll go over that in just a second. Okay, and the last thing, or the last two pieces you're going to grab, is in your table bin. There are a bunch of texture scrapers. You're going to pick one, because one of your prints is going to have a texture on it to make it a little bit more interesting. And the last thing you need is your stencil that is already cut out and ready to go. So, once you have all of that set up, you have a drawing board to put your finished prints on. You're going to grab 6 pieces of paper because you're going to do 6 prints. You're going to put this to the side. So you've got your 6 good pieces of paper. You've got your plate set up on another piece of paper that is your register. You've got your baron, your brayer, your ink, your texture scraper, and your stencil. And now you are ready to print.